theory creaking open, baby.
Yo, welcome to the screen where the plot gets bent. Julie B deep dives, not just for content. She don't react, she dissects those threads from the lens, catching clues y'all missed when the credits end. What you know about freeze framing frames and while you blinking, she building an evidence drum. Got a notebook bigger than the lore itself, and a chat full of nerds with a mental health shelf. Yeah, she sees the glitch, peep the double cross. You just watching TV, she talk to the boss. Every theory and thesis, no throwaway guess. While y'all on season 1, she in season X. Said rewind and slow it, zoom in, enhance. Julie B caught the symbol in the window glance. While you tweeting what just happened like a clown, she already made a flow chart, color-coded breakdown.
They don't die like us, they don't vibe like us. They binge and they bounce, we revive that trust. They skip intros, we every frame. You watch shows, we decode the game. They don't die like us, nah, they don't die like us.
She cracked Severance before y'all knew it was deep. Predicted the Last of Us deaths in her sleep. When the camera pans, she ain't blinking once. Catch a ghost in the glass, call it theory punch. Watch parties lit like apocalypse nights. Call-ins while they bringing alien rights.
Hey, Julie, I think the trees are spies. Well, I have a spreadsheet that confirms that, guys.
Zoom in, boom in, she moving through clues. Spinning Discord in the courtrooms, Lord of views. Got miles of receipts. Time stands with heat. Every rewatch turns into a Reddit elite. You stuck on the surface, we beneath with maps. Cross-referencing lore with the rector's caps. If your fave show got secrets, don't be dumb. Julie got the chalkboard out in Frum's where it's from.
They don't dive like us, they don't vibe like us. They skim the edge, we inside that crust. They zone out, we zone in the pain. You say plot twist, we say nope, chain. They don't dive like us, nah, they don't dive like us.
What's that?
That ain't a blooper, that's a plot thread. You thought it was a shadow? She thought it was a coded message from season 3. And she's probably right. Step this way if your mind's unbent. Step that way if your theories pay rent. Say Julie B, deep dive queen. Now zoom, scroll, theorize, pull. Ain't no rabbit hole safe once she got the cloud.
They don't die like us.
Hey, welcome to Julie B Deep Dives with Scarlet and Karl, covering episode 4 of Pluribus, which is called "Please, Carol," and that's the final line of the episode, said many, many times. Please, Carol, in very creepy fashion. We're not covering episode 5. Apparently, episode 5 may have already dropped from the looks of it. I guess they dropped it early, maybe because of Thanksgiving, but I don't really see why Apple needed to do that. So just a disclaimer to start off, we're not talking about episode 5. I haven't seen it yet, and some of the folks here in the chat may not have seen it. So if you have seen it, please don't put any spoilers for episode 5 in the chat. That would be much appreciated.
The recap for the episode was listed on Wikipedia, so I have a feeling it dropped.
Yeah. So spoiler-free zone here for those of you who have not seen it yet. We're only going to be discussing episode 4, and I couldn't tell you about 5 if I wanted to. I don't even know the synopsis, so.
I did not look at it.
Yeah, great.
Scrolled away.
So, I'm annoyed because I was doing this live even though I'm not feeling well at all, because I wanted to get this stuff before the next episode drops, which was supposed to be Thursday. And tomorrow night we have our live with Doug Hughes. So tonight was the night. I thought that I still had time, but that's all right. It is what it is, you know.
It do what it do.
Yeah. I wanted to do a live sooner than this, but I had a problem with the device that I use to take all my screenshots. The easiest device to use for screenshots is my Chromebook, and the screen randomly died. for no reason. So,
Wow.
I haven't. That's why I haven't done my Welcome to Derry live yet. I still owe everyone a live for episode 4 and episode 5 now of Welcome to Derry. I think it's 4 and 5. Um, and I'm still gonna do that. We're gonna do episodes 4 and 5 in one live later in the week, but I just couldn't do it without my Chromebook for now. It's taking me longer without that. So unfortunately, that had to be delayed. But Pluribus is something I could do. This episode was shorter than some of the others. It was only about, I think, 43 minutes. And honestly, it was very uneventful. Um,
I don't know. I liked it.
um,
I felt like it had a lot of like kind of a midsummer kind of feel at the end. I know you haven't seen that movie, but they have kind of like a hive mind. When one person cries, they all cry, like a unity.
What show was that, Scarlet?
Midsummer, the movie Midsummer.
Oh,
Midsummer.
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I've seen that movie. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of act like a hive mind. Like if somebody's suffering, they all suffer. Mentally,
Right.
or at least put the forth that they're suffering. They bond, I guess.
Right. And so but in terms of like events in this episode,
Yeah.
not much happened. So I took the smallest number of screenshots I think I've ever taken for any episode, about 171, I think.
Well, it takes some time to test out the truth serum,
Yeah. So,
that was like
it's just,
half the show.
yeah, how much did I really need to take pictures of Carol talking on a video camera, like just rambling? I
Lots of
took
Carol
one.
moments.
I took one picture of
You should have
her
taken the
on
one
that
where
video.
she was at the bottom of when she was at the bottom of the screen, like Blair Witch Project, with the little like cat hat on, the purple cat hat.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
that
the purple beanie.
that
Was
was
it a purple beanie? I thought it was like an homage to Blair Witch Project, where she was just rambling, and it was just her eyes.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I've never seen that movie, so I didn't make the connection, but um yeah, I mean there were funny moments there for sure, but not anything that I needed to take a million pictures of. And
Yeah.
I personally think, I still think this is an excellent series. I think it's one of the best shows. I think it's probably the best show that's currently airing new episodes right now. But I think this was the weakest episode that it's aired yet, by far. It was too short. It didn't give us enough. It was not eventful enough for me. It finally introduced, as we expected, the man from what's the
Paraguay.
country?
Paraguay.
Paraguay.
Oh,
It
I
introduced
really
him
like
in.
that
Paraguay.
I love the opening sequence.
Well,
It's pronounced Paraguay.
well,
Paraguay.
here's.
Manny
Well,
from Paraguay.
yeah. Well, these are the issues that I had with it.
Yeah.
It's they finally introduced this guy, and I would have been fine with the opening sequence if we had gotten any more of him in this episode, and we didn't. That wasn't enough for me. They did an interesting scene of showing and not telling, as you mentioned, Vince does a lot of in his series, and that's great. That's cool. There wasn't any dialogue, and it was a lot of showing, not telling. So, an interesting way to introduce this character, but it wasn't enough for me for an entire episode for that to be all that we got from him. It was extremely anticlimactic for me. This is the guy we're pinning our hopes on to be this the essential character when all we have right now is Carol to work with. We have Carol and the hive mind and a bunch of other people, immune people who are useless, and we'll probably never see them again. And yes, I think over time they're going to probably find others who are immune and we don't know about yet. But for the time being, this guy is going to be so important to this show. And he was such a firecracker yelling at her in Spanish. So I expected more out of his debut than this. Give us that interesting, no dialogue, dialogue free scene in the beginning, fine, but don't close the episode without any interesting development regarding this guy. We didn't even get to hear anything from him other than what we already heard, the phone call. So I was really disappointed with that. I found this whole episode entirely predictable. It basically it showed us exactly what we expected to happen and just confirmed something that we could have already guessed and I already guessed, which is that the hive mind people can't lie. I already guessed that a while ago, that they can't lie, that they're honest. That wasn't surprising to me at all. I guess we were supposed to be shocked. I wasn't shocked. Not in the least. I was like, yeah, and I mean, she wrote a bunch of things on the wall that she knows about them. These are things that we already all knew anyway, but good on her for pulling a Jim like in From when he wrote all the questions he had on the wall. She wrote everything she knows about these things on the wall. Very smart. But this didn't give us any revelations that were surprising for me at all, and it was also redundant. She almost kills Zosha again.
Again.
Like, again.
Maybe Zoja's gonna be the Kenny of this show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but we did get the reveal that Helen thought that her books are cotton candy, hence my icon of cotton candy.
Yeah, that's right. Basically, fluff. Yeah, they were
Well,
cotton
maybe this is his fluff episode because Vince Gilligan does this a lot, so you might have to prepare yourself, Julie.
Yeah,
It's just his style. He's not gonna give it all, I like the episode. I wasn't as frustrated with you about it, but I've watched a lot more Vince Gilligan than you have. So, I watched Breaking Bad. I didn't watch Better Call Saul, and I didn't see El Camino, but I did watch Breaking Bad. And I want to watch Battle Creek. Battle Creek's on my list because I live in Michigan.
Yeah, I was just bored. I was bored and disappointed because it was so predictable. We all, I mean, everybody predicted that the man from Paraguay would show up.
Yeah.
And and that he would be isolated from, not wanting to deal with the hive mind people, and like we already knew that, and there wasn't anything like that shocking. Although I will say the ending was great. I really thought that was interesting and creepy the way everyone surrounded Carol.
Please, Carol. Please, Carol.
Please,
yeah,
we should
chanting, please, Carol.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Please, Carol. Please, Carol.
Yeah.
We should do it all at once.
Yeah. And I was trying to remember the other thing that was predictable. The other thing that was predictable, Carol needed to ask the hive mind people to give her the antidote for the happiness virus.
Straight up.
She did it. She did it. At least so this episode gave us what we were expecting and what we thought needed to happen. So it wasn't like a big shocker that she was smart enough to do it.
As soon as they built the sprouts for her, and then as soon as they gave her the grenade, the question should have been immediate. Is there a way to stop this? Is there and then she did what she did, which was clever enough. Is there a way to stop this? Is there a way not to stop this?
Yeah.
And they got all kind of like.
Yeah, but I think this might be the show might be made for casual viewers and not people that are analyzing a little bit of it.
Yeah.
The people that are analyzing it will say this will happen, and it will.
Yeah, but we over here deep diving, homie.
Yeah. Yeah, give us a challenge. Give us more of a challenge, you know? Something that we didn't predict.
You gonna want one more?
Mhm.
Because
So,
I think that's what happens with the only murders in the building people, because we overanalyze it so much that the other people are like, this is kind of a casual murder mystery or a comedy. It's about the comedy, you know?
hmm
When like
right,
everybody's analyzing everything on the wall, everything everybody's wearing, you know?
right. That's what I would be doing.
Yeah.
And this show, Pluribus, is also partially a comedy too. So we have to keep that in mind, that it's it's not supposed to be like the most, you know, baffling mystery. It is also it's played for comedy too.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also that.
The satire.
Um, well, let's say hi to the folks here and start getting into the episode. Samuel was here earlier, super early, first one in the chat. And Debbie was here earlier, but had to go to bed. Appreciate you, Debbie. Listening on the rewatch later. Appreciate that. Thank you. She said, falling asleep. I'll definitely rewatch later. Shout out to the replay gang. Um, last time when we ended this live, the views were at about 69.
Yeah.
Nice.
They were at
Nice.
They were at 69, and ultimately, I think it's now up to 100. Like the replay is now, I think it's like 170 something or 160 something now. So we picked
69.
up like 100 views just on the replay. Yeah, it's 161. So we picked up almost 100 views on the replay. So appreciate you guys listening on the replay. Thank you for doing that. Please hit the like button and help people find these streams and these replays, because it's difficult to cover a new show and get into the algorithm. So hitting the like button helps.
Consider donating.
Yeah, you could also consider donating. It's always appreciated. No matter how small the amount, it all adds up.
It's hard out here on these streets, homie.
It's, StreamYard is very pricey, and yeah, I do have Cash App and Venmo in the description of the video. Um, but anyway, but yeah, other ways that you can help get into the algorithm, get this into the algorithm. You can share this replay on social media. You can even share it with yourself. Email it even to yourself. Share it, save it to a playlist. Leave a comment in the regular comment section. Those are all ways to help. And you can also, there's that new thing. What is it called?
Hype.
Hyping.
Mhm.
You can hype the video. So those are all ways that you can help get this video and these streams into the algorithm so people can find us. Anyway, Bill Chill, greetings, Plurbians or Carolites. Thanks. Nice to see you, Bill. Thanks for the nickname suggestions. And hey, Amy, nice to see
We
you.
could be Waikaros.
Waikaros, yeah,
Yeah.
could be Waikaros. Hey, Dieter. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Thanks for the support, Dieter. Please like, share, subscribe, and be creepy happy. Uh, creepy happy, indeed. Jen, the teacher, was here earlier and was falling asleep as well. Appreciate the support. Much love always. This episode was so funny. Yes, one thing the show is good for is always comedy. And you know, just because I thought it was a weaker episode doesn't mean I'm giving up on the show. It's still an excellent show.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the show.
Yeah, Julie has like these super high standards over here.
I have high standards and
Well,
I
well,
almost
with an excellent show too, even if it's not that good, it's still pretty good. You know, like when I
e-
watch Yellow Jackets, even Yellow Jackets isn't great. It's still good. You know, it's still better than anything out there. You know, to watch.
even on a weaker, in a weaker moment. Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
don't get Julie started on pizza either. Jesus, pizza snob like a MF over here.
Pizzas. What pear and
Yeah,
walnut pizza?
I'm a pizza snob. I'm very picky about pizza. I'm picky about a lot of things, actually.
Conservative
I
pizza
like
in Rhode Island, guys. Check it out.
the caramelized pear and walnut pizza. That's pretty good. That's my
Mm,
snobbery.
yeah.
I had
Um,
one in TeslaCon in Wisconsin that they named a pizza after Bela Lugosi and a pizza after Boris Karloff, and we got the Lugosi one, and it was really good. It had a lot of garlic on it, surprisingly.
hmm. Oh, then it wouldn't be for me. That's one of my snobbery issues.
Oh,
I
you don't
hate
like
garlic.
garlic because you're a vampire, Julie. I
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
You can only come out at
Yep.
night. I know this
Why?
now.
there you go.
That's why.
2 a.m. is your zone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and in that vein, Just Me is another one who was gonna had to sleep.
Did you say when in the context of vampire? Did you say in that vein?
It was completely
Very nice.
unintentional. Wow. I guess I am a vampire. I'm gonna say. Um, Just Me said gonna sleep soon, but just wanted to show some support. Appreciate that. And apologies for how late these streams have been these days. I have been trying and wanting to move them earlier, but it's all I can do just to even get these done at all right now. So just bear with me on this. It's difficult to function with the amount of pain I'm in recently, the last couple months. I'm barely getting by, so that's why so many of these live streams have been postponed, delayed, pushed back multiple times. I'm hoping that that'll change soon. Doing the best I can. Next week, I'm really hoping to do the next Pluribus stream much earlier so that more people who can join, before they have to go to bed.
We out here trying to function. We out here trying to function. Oh, sorry.
Cool song, yes, fitting for the moment.
There's no copyright.
Yeah,
Exactly. I wonder if anyone in the chat knows that song.
yeah.
I wonder if they have
Hey
watch parties.
Doc.
Could you have watch parties for this, or is that too much?
Um, I could have watch parties for this, not when they drop, but
Mm,
like I could do watch parties after. Dieter streamed it. He streamed episode 4 a few days
mm.
ago, so we could do that. I just can't do the right when it drops watch parties for this one. But belated ones, we could definitely start doing those. Like a few hours after it drops, or maybe the next night. Um. Anyway.
Count Julie. How would you pronounce that? What
Count
Bill Chill said
Julia.
right
Count
there? Yeah,
Julia.
Count Julia.
Oh,
You-
nice, Bill. Let me find that comment. Count. Count.
You gotta
Julie.
practice your
Mhm.
Count Julia.
That's funny. That's funny, Bill. How's that?
Mhm.
My mom has always thought I have a good evil laugh. I can do a good wicked laugh. Even my regular laugh can be wicked sounding sometimes.
Oh, I like what Amy put there. 1, 2, 3.
Three. You know where that comes from? It comes from the vampire myth that if you throw like seeds or rice down, the vampires have to count every single one, which makes
Oh,
sense for Sesame
really?
Street. Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
my boyfriend was playing a video game where there were vampires and you drop seed down and they had to pick up every single one, and it never clicked in my head with the Sesame Street count. That's why he counts. Count on
Oh,
count.
And of course, yeah, and of course, Bill Chill got the song reference. Good job, E40.
oh, okay. Somebody got it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. So,
Or do you want me to finish it?
so let's see. Where was I in the chat here? Um, okay. Trace, hey, nice to see you.
Oh,
Hope
is
you're
Trace
doing
here?
well. Yeah, Trace is here, or he was anyway.
Oh, those Trace.
Um, I'm with Alice. Said hi, Julie, and everyone in the chat. Nice to see you. Let's see. Yes, and like Dieter said, it's almost Stranger Things
Mhm.
time. That's gonna be dropping.
Upon us.
I think it's coming at 8 p.m. Eastern Wednesday night.
Umbra in the chat.
So, oh, cool. So, yeah, that's exciting. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it yet, but I do plan on doing some sort of live stream series. Sorry, some sort of live stream series for Stranger Things. But stay tuned on that. I have to figure out how I'm going to handle it, because they're dropping the first few episodes at once, and so we won't do the usual style of like dissecting every episode. That we can't possibly do that. But we'll definitely do some live streams and chat about the show. From now until it ends. When the finale airs New Year's Eve. So that'll be exciting. Looking forward to that. Let's see. Shadow Skull, nice to see you. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Well, I'm still not caught up with the chat, so bear with me here. Let's see. Doc liked the episode. It was kind of amusing. And I agree. Just me said Truth Serum looks like a good time. Yeah, it definitely does. Although kind of a roller coaster. Also kind of an emotional time. Carol did quite a bit of crying too. Um, Samuel liked the ending. The hive mind needs some space. Ghosted Carol a bit. Um, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Hmm. 11 likes. Yes, please hit the like button. That would be much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, hey, JT Moore. Yes, episode 5. They released it early, so no spoilers if anyone has seen it, please, because we have not yet seen episode 5, and we don't want to spoil anyone in the chat who hasn't seen it yet either.
Episode 5.
Samuel said, I'd never abuse my pirate queen fantasy like Carol does. Nothing like a good pirate queen fantasy. JT Moore said Vince Gilligan wrote Hancock movie, which is a similar genre. Yeah, he's like it's like the last man alive kind of trope. Even though she's not the last woman alive, it's a similar sort of situation. She might as well be. She's almost the last normal person alive. There are hardly any others. Um,
That cul-de-sac almost looks like where the last man, the one with Will Forte.
oh,
Oh
Did
yeah,
you ever
Last
watch
Man
that?
on Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last one. Did you ever watch that?
no.
That was funny.
yeah, that's
Oh.
on Fox. I really like that show.
Mm-hmm.
Ox said I finished The Poor Player today. It was a lot of fun. I look forward to starting the next one. That's Doug Hughes' first novel, and we've been covering that with story time with Doug Hughes. And in case anyone hadn't heard, we're going to be covering the sequel book, starting with a live Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be discussing pages 1 through 54 of the sequel book, which is called The Shaming of the True. And so I emailed everyone who got the Poor Player from me via email. I emailed you copies of the sequel, and if I missed anybody, let me know, and I'll happily email you a copy, or if anyone else wants in on it, I'll email you both books. Just send me an email at JulieBDeepDives@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send you The Poor Player if you don't have it, and the sequel book, which are both really fun, sort of fictionalized versions of Doug's life, except Doug's life if he were a spy.
But no bike stealing, right?
No bike stealing.
Or is it?
Yeah. Or is it, maybe it's really an autobiography and he's an actual spy.
A backdoor autobiography.
Mm.
Backdoor.
So, anyway, the books are a lot of fun. They're really funny and entertaining. So, yeah, looking forward to diving into that. That'll be starting Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Dives views with depth. Um, Bill coined that term for my interviews. Dives. I need to try to secure more of those. I haven't tried in a while. I need to try to see if I can get some interviews for Welcome to Derry.
Julie.
I'll try for Pluribus too. I don't know that, but we'll see. I'll give it a shot. JT said Vince Gilligan is slow stroking pause. Pluribus is a slow burn, but still great. I agree. It's a slow burn, and this one was slower than the others, so I got kind of frustrated with it at times, but it's definitely worth it. I think it's going to be worth the wait as things do start to pick up. Eventually, I think the action will pick up more. Thanks for the hugs, Amy. Appreciate it. The virtual hugs. Things releases in 90 minutes. I googled it and what I read was Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, but maybe what I looked up was wrong. Oh, interesting.
With the streaming service is going to hit, huh?
I'll have to check.
Randomly.
Yeah, maybe so. I'll have to look into that, but I'm not ready. I'm still working on my rewatch. I'm still like cramming my rewatch and then into the next few days. Anyway, Countess Julia, I like that, Amy. Amy, we'll do some watch parties. I'm sure we can figure something out. And try to do some watch parties for Stranger Things in Discord. So, I don't know when exactly, but we'll talk about it. I'll see. Like, I don't know. I don't know how it'll work. I don't currently have Netflix at the moment, but I may be able to plan some watch parties for that maybe this weekend. Hey Umbra, nice to see you. Check out Umbra's channel, everybody. As always, I'll try and get the link and drop it in the chat. Oh, Carl said he'll get the link. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Umbra. I don't know if you're how into this show you are, but it is awesome. I think it's the best show on TV right now. Hope everything's going well for you and your channel. And let's see what else is going on here in the chat. Dieter said I can stream it once in a while depending on things. A fixed day is impossible for me, but Saturday night I might stream a movie. Okay, well, yeah, anything is appreciated when you're able to stream. That would be great. And I'll do what I can, I'll do what I can to do some streams for Stranger Things myself. Bill said Carol will push all boundaries buttons and turn over all stones. Yeah, I think she made it pretty clear that she will do that in this episode. I will say that. She definitely did. She did what we had been calling on her, as the fans had been calling on her to do. Push harder. Push back harder against the hive mind and do more, like ask more of them, ask more questions, ask how to cure this happiness virus if there is a cure, and see what they'll say in response. I knew they weren't going to actually tell her. It wouldn't be that easy. They just wouldn't answer the question. And I guessed a few episodes ago that they don't lie, that they can't lie for some reason. So they just don't answer. But Yeah, so let's get into that. Yeah, Doc, yeah, definitely check your email. I know a lot of people probably don't check their email much these days. I know I don't, but anyone out there, if you've received the poor player from me through email, check your email because you'll also have the sequel book now. And if you can't find the email for some reason, let me know and I'll send it to you again. Um, yeah, what is this sodium? How do you pronounce this? Thiopental?
Which one?
Sodium pentothal.
This
Sodium pentothal.
thiopental?
Mm-hmm. Because it used to be,
Yeah,
what did it used to be called,
It used to be
Scarlet? Sodium
sodium
pentothal, right?
pentothal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Usually
pentothal.
on
Yeah.
TV shows they would say that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Carol used to inject Zosha with the truth serum. It's basically like a truth serum. It has that kind of effect.
Disinhibitor,
Right.
something like that.
Takes away inhibitions.
Mm-hmm.
Um and thanks Dieter. I appreciate it about sending emails for interviews and stuff. But don't worry about that. I can cover it. I appreciate that though. And yeah, I know you need to take some time and take care of yourself. Um, anyway, let's see. Yeah, here's Umber's channel, so check that out. Carl dropped the link in the chat. And
Chickily. Check 212.
so let me get my images up here so we can break this down. And I hope they'll be more or less in order because I had to take them in a different way since my Chromebook screen died, and that's the best way to take screenshots. PCs are not good for screenshot taking at all. They don't make it easy, so I always use a Chromebook. It's just two buttons that you push, but the screen died, so I had to take these on a phone and then upload them. Let me see. They may not be in the perfect order. Oh, and they're kind of small. What the heck?
Oh no.
Yeah, they're kind of small too. Damn. Yeah, that's not what it looked like at all in my Google photo folder. What the
Oh, we could
hell?
use this. We could use it like this if you want, Julie. I know, like Jeremy, like uses folders like that in this.
Yeah, like they look like normal photos, and then when I click on one, it's tiny. So, oh, that sucks. So, sorry about that. By next week, I'll figure out a better solution for screenshot taking.
Well, yeah, show them like that, huh?
Yeah, I'll just have to do this. Luckily, I don't have 800 screenshots this time. I only have 171.
That's
So,
what you get for using my phone.
yeah. Um, so
Sorry, I'm fat, guys. Sorry.
What?
as we wait for a break in the rustling. So
I expect Carl to translate all the Spanish,
yes, yes,
including
Carl is
what this says. What does this say? This sign.
yeah. What does this say right here?
A ver. Where, right there?
Can you read that?
It's hard for me to see. It says
It's a little blurry.
contra something. Yeah, I can't exactly.
Yeah, because the
I
shot.
can't really read it. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a little blurry. It looks like
It's like
mm,
tape. What is this in the basket?
yeah,
That's packing tape.
yeah. Looks like packing tape. And I see like 20,000.
Oh, cinta. And then the other one, so cinta, like tape, like it spells. The cinta can sometimes be called
Okay.
that. So I think it's just like tape. The different kind of tape costs X.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, So
Yeah,
this is
I forgot this guy managed a storage unit. I totally forgot about that until he started going around.
yeah. He manages a storage unit. So we get introduced to the man from Paraguay. I didn't catch his name, his actual name. I'll have to look it up.
I call him Manny. It's a longer version of Manny, so I just call him Manny.
Yeah, so we'll call him Manny.
Manny. It's like Man Obelus or something like that. Well, come on, I'll pull it. Something. You around, Julie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I just wanted to make sure you didn't drop out.
No, I'm still here. Yeah, they are. So Manny is the other immune person. He's the other immune person who we had been introduced to just via a brief phone call between Carol and him. They had not, the hive mind had not identified him right away. They said it took them, I think, 33 hours or something to find him after the initial mass joining or something. And and the reason for that is unclear. We don't really know why exactly. Um, he has himself kind of isolated as best he can. He's got cardboard over the windows in his place, but that shouldn't have been enough for him to be able to hide out from the hive mind, because this guy, he manages a whole storage facility, and so all of these people know him and they know of him, and so that really doesn't make sense to me how he was able to go unnoticed for 33 hours, and they didn't know he was there.
My assumption is that the cardboard was after the fact. Once they all the hive minds started like looking around, trying to come over.
Yeah,
I think he probably did that so they can't see what he's doing.
Saying
right.
hi, Manny. Hola, Manny.
Hola, Manny.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's like I guess he feels he's got the illusion of being isolated from these people and in somewhat anonymity, but they know where he is. They know all about him now. I don't know how he escaped their notice for the first day or so, but he is unlike.
I'm sure there's going to be some sort of plot point.
Yeah, definitely. I think they'll probably show us
And
later.
the fact that he's like a ham radio operator also makes me think, some kind of radio wave, maybe something.
Yeah, because in the beginning here, these are a little out of order, but he was writing down these ham radio. Oops, forgot I wasn't gonna do that. He was writing down these ham radio frequencies and then crossing them off, and then he kept tuning to different stations and listening. So that's interesting. To you know, you wonder, okay, who is he trying to contact on here? And maybe he's looking for other people like him out there. Like we could potentially get introduced to other immune people. I hope, because the focus right now is way too narrow for this show to have legs long term. Just Carol and this guy as our only people who really are useful in any way. Other than those other immune people, they're totally passive. They don't care about any of this.
I would assume that the horn dog guy is probably going to
Show up
eventually come into play. But yeah, what was his name?
Oh,
He had an unusual name. I forget.
Yeah. Either way, I think he's gonna like turn or be important.
I think he'll be back, but he's he's just not enough. Him and Carol and this guy, they're still not enough for this show long term to work with. That's a very sparse character list, them versus the Hive. So I think maybe we'll find more people. This guy might find more people through this ham radio. That's
It's
got to be what
Kumba.
he's
That's his
doing.
name. His name is Kumba.
Okay,
Yeah, cool.
Koumba.
the Air Force One guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The harem of broads guy.
Yeah. So yeah, this was interesting. Like instead of actually seeing this guy talking or some kind of verbal explanation, we had to just pay attention to what was going on in this first scene for clues as to what he's up to, what he's thinking, what his plans are. We didn't get any kind of like they could have, if they wanted to hold our hand more, they could have
Mhm.
given us some kind of inner monologue, what he's thinking
Mhm.
as he's
So
doing
glad they
all
didn't do.
this.
So glad.
I'm glad too. I like that they're doing this showing, not telling, light on exposition
We don't
kind of writing.
want a repeat of Dune 1984.
Oh, is
Why
that
not?
too much
I love that.
exposition?
Too much inner monologue.
Oh,
Who in the chat got that reference?
I got that reference. I love that movie.
Oh.
I'll die on that hill.
Mhm.
She likes that.
Sting and those,
Turns out this maybe
Sting
this
with those pantalones. Oh yeah.
yeah, maybe Scarlet is the Kwisatz Haderach.
Ooh, maybe. God, I hope not.
I have no idea what that is. Never saw
Ask
any
me,
of those.
Julie, ask me what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Pain.
Okay.
What's
Sorry.
in the
I
box?
don't know that reference either.
I thought you were gonna go 7 on me, but I'm glad you kept it at June. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I kept it with Dune. Yeah.
So you can see from this picture here, look how many frequencies he's been trying and crossing off.
Yeah.
He's really been hard at work at this. Trying.
What else is he gonna do?
Like maybe he's got more unusual people out there off the grid who are immune, people who the hive mind somehow doesn't know about yet. At least he's trying to find people like that. So I definitely think that's going to become important later. And then let's see. What was this? What is this? Was this? Hold on. That was the Spanish paper. What does this say, Carl? Can you read this? It's a little bit blurry.
Really blurry.
Yeah, that's like too blurry.
Even the
for me to
bottom
see.
line, like something about no exceptions, or
Sin excepciones. No hay excepciones. There aren't any exceptions.
Mhm.
Sus 20. Yeah, I can't. It's a little too blurry for me. Sorry.
No, I don't remember where this was. But it's another one of the little things that they showed us in this opening scene. Um, making it even a little more challenging with the fact that it's in Spanish. What little we saw. And we also saw that he's starving over here. I mean, he's run out of food. And he's like he gets a food delivery. Hold on. Sorry about these screenshots. Jesus. Hold on. I know I can't get it to go back. Okay. So, he
He's
gets a
looking
food
that tin,
delivery.
like he's looking that tin of ham or whatever, and they found in the waste paper basket.
Yeah. Yeah. Terrible. These are a little out of order though. I think this happens. Does this happen first? The delivery or attempted food delivery happens, and then I think he goes to the storage unit and starts digging
Yeah.
through people's stuff after.
Yeah, that happens first, and then he decides to scrounge. Yeah.
Then he eats the dog food. So like, yeah. So in this scene, he gets a delivery from somebody, and
Somebody happy. See him.
yeah,
That gourmet food.
and he looks out just a little hole that he left for himself, because most of the window is boarded up with cardboard, and there's of course, very pleasant looking lady who picks up some food that he had like dumped on the ground already from the last delivery, and she leaves him more. I'm guessing this means private property prohibit, no entry, no entrance, right? Entrance is prohibited.
Yes.
Ah,
Propiedad privado, so private property. Prohibido la entrada. Yes.
yeah.
The entrance is prohibited.
So he lives behind this. So it looks like his apartment is connected to the storage facility that he manages, and he lives behind the gate there. And then so like to go outside, he also has his door barricaded with a bunch of stuff in front of it. He moves stuff aside and goes down there. But oh, and also this lady, she looks Latina, like him. She looks older than him. I'm guessing she could be his mother or his aunt. We saw with the other immune people, they were assigned all the immune people are assigned a chaperone, and they're at least one, and if they have any family members who are part of the hive mind, they select them. So you had like some of the immune people, they had their family members there at that meeting, and this may be his family member, and he still won't have any contact with her. Now, it may not be the case, but I wouldn't be surprised. She looks like she could be old enough to be his mother. Like they figure, I
Mhm.
obviously they'll be more convincing and try to get through to these people more if it's their family members who are their
Yep.
chaperones.
Yep.
They have that emotional tie, the emotional manipulation. But it's not working on this guy. He is cold as ice toward this woman.
Oh, another great song.
Yeah.
Cold as ice.
Yeah.
Willing to
She
sacrifice my gourmet breakfast.
Love.
she smiles and waves.
She's like, "Hi, Manny."
Yeah.
Hola!
Yep. Uh and look at he just stares at her coldly and waits till she leaves before he proceeds out there. Um he goes out there and there's a nice lovely meal that they've prepared for him. Uh and I'm sure they're doing this every day, and he's starving over here, but refuses to take their food. He can't keep this up forever. He's gonna have to break down and eat their food. I'm sure it's a situation like what they did in the US, closing the grocery stores and consolidating resources. So he probably can't just go over to the grocery store and get his own food. That's why he's starving, and they're trying to give him his meals, but he won't take it from them because he doesn't trust them. When Carol called him on the plane and he thought it was one of them, he yelled, in Spanish, something like, leave me alone. Like,
Bitches.
what did he say again?
Leave me alone,
Para de
bitches.
joder.
Which,
So stop fucking with me.
yeah,
Bitches.
yeah. So,
But I like what Carol said. No, that was funny. Chinga tu madre, cabron. And then she hung up the phone.
Mhm.
which means what again?
Fuck your mom, asshole.
Yeah.
But that's gonna make him know that she's not part of the hive mind, so swearing was a good in that case.
Yep.
But it's not like you can hit star 69 and get right through the airplane,
Nice.
No. Can't.
Who
So
remembers star 69?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
For us, I think we had Star 67. But maybe it was different
Star
regionally.
69 is way too much.
Um, so he goes down there and like he takes his crowbar with him maybe as a weapon and also to stick through the fence and poke at what they have there.
It looks good.
And
Whoa.
he looks kind of sad there to me. Like he looks
He
kind of
looks hungry is what he
He's
looks.
hungry. He wants that food. It looks so good.
But
And maybe it's his favorite meal that his mom made.
Yeah, because they
you
always
know,
do those. Yeah, from history and their history.
yeah, he looks to me he looks sad there. Maybe because if that was his family member, that would be emotionally upsetting. That she's like it's as if she's dead to him now, essentially. But he doesn't trust them, so obviously he doesn't accept the food and he tosses it and leaves it there. And then let's see, what is this? Oh yeah, so then he goes to his storage unit, and he leaves a note.
A todos nuestros clientes. La. I can't quite read that. But basically, he says that management has determined that they need to go through all the units. And he basically says that todo lo que hace falta sería restituido, like reinstituted. So in other words, whatever he takes, he's gonna put back. Perdón por la inconveniencia. Pardon us for the inconvenience.
Doesn't it looks like molest?
La molestra. Yes, like yeah, you're right. But it's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Who's that note for?
Sorry for the inconvenience. Yep.
Who's that note going to be for?
Yeah, nobody's gonna read that.
No one. Do you think anyone even cares about their stuff anymore? They're all part of the hive mind now. So I don't think anyone is going to care that he's going through their stuff. Like, no one. I don't think anyone even cares about personal possessions anymore. Zosha.
No religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
It's easy if you
possessions.
try.
Yeah.
Imagine.
It's like that.
Mhm.
Zosha had said something about they've cleared resources out of the grocery stores and what used to be private homes. So, like, I don't think they even care about personal possessions anymore, and they don't have private homes anymore. Like it's just like a big commune now. So yeah, I don't think anyone cares. He can root through all this and take all the dog food from the storage unit and eat it all, eat all the dog food he wants.
Yeah.
I felt sorry for the guy.
It was so gross.
He was digging through the boxes, and there's a whole sequence showing him,
He did find
busting.
that candy. He did find that Mexican candy, which was a score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stuff that's on the left that you squeeze. It's like mango or something,
probably tamarindo flavor.
Oh yeah, tamarindo.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, he went to. Now, why did he have to go through so much trouble and create all these sparks? I mean, all he would need is a bolt cutter, right, to get into these units?
It depends on the kind of lock. Some locks you can't even. It doesn't even have enough room for the bolt cutter to grab.
Oh,
some of them
okay.
you do have to do that too.
Plus, I think Vince Gilligan likes a good visual, so this is a good visual.
Yeah.
Well, he went to a lot of trouble just to get his hands on this loot.
Some Mexican candy, some sugar packets, a creamer. I don't know what's in the green thing.
Yeah.
Is that like Tic Tacs or something?
Yeah, it looks like a stick. Yeah. Dog food.
I didn't know that was Mexican candy. Which
yeah,
is
that one.
The little one. Yeah.
That one.
This
is like brown. So it probably tastes like those candies they're giving you and you're like, I don't like them. Those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the tamarindo? You don't like that one?
Yeah.
Oh. It looks like liquid jelly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a paste.
Oh.
A sugary paste.
Yeah, it
Delicious.
looks nasty,
Delicious.
but still better than dog food. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he goes through that. He eats the candy. And yeah, these are a little bit out of order, but he does get desperate enough that he starts digging into the dog food. Literally licks the lid of the dog food can. Let's see if I'll find the
Oh,
picture of the
that's a ham that he found before, though. They looked down the.
Yeah, that one he got out of the trash.
which one?
The can he licked, the lid he licked was that
Oh, right. These are
was
out of
from the
order.
trash
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah, it was like
he
a
heard a
ham.
fly in there and he's like, oh, there must be some actual
Yup.
food left or something.
Yeah, that's right. This uploaded them out of order. Anyway, this is the dog food one right here, and he was ready to dig into it. It's gross. I can hardly stand even just smelling this stuff. I can't imagine actually being desperate enough to eat it. He doesn't look like it's gonna be easy for him, but he doesn't have a lot of options right now, and he doesn't trust these people. He's even more distrustful of them than Carol. I mean, Carol accepted pretty quickly eating the food and drinking the water from these people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she questioned it at first, like, I don't know if I want to take food and water from you people. What's in it? And Zosha said, nothing. I can assure you. Like, the man who bottled the water on May, what was it? Like, she knew the exact date. Like, say
Yeah.
May 7th.
Someone so that was running the shift at the Dasani plant said it's water as far as he knows.
It's fine. Yeah. She said, like they're not trying to drug her. They want to keep her healthy and keep her well. Um, I'm not sure why she wasn't more distrustful, to be honest, actually. Um, like at least resist for a little while, giving what they gave her, but
Resistance is futile.
but uh but he's not having it. So I I really do look forward to seeing him and Carol link up. It did show us the other side of the conversation between Carol and this guy, Manny. So we got to see him answering the phone when she called him from the plane and telling her off. And then I had the screenshot, but I seem to have misplaced it. But there's a screenshot after he hears her say her name, which is Carol Sturka. He mishears what the last name is, and he writes Carol,
Carol Esterka?
which,
Like
which means what?
if she's from Turkey.
Right. So he wonders if that's what she said. Like she's Carol from Turkey.
Which is weird because she did say Estados Unidos like on the message. So she did say
Somebody
United
who's
States.
Right. But see, the thing is also somebody who's a terco or a terca. It also means like they're stubborn because it's associated with like people from Turkey or the Syrian Empire or something like that. So es un terco. So it's a euphemism? No.
Like a wordplay.
Yeah, it's a slang to call somebody that, to say that they're kind of hard headed.
Mm-hmm.
But she is hard headed, so that fits.
It does fit. So yeah, I liked that all of those scenes. But I wanted more. I just wanted a little bit more after they've been building up the anticipation over the introduction of this character. And in a season where we're only getting 9 episodes, these aren't the days of 20 something episode seasons. It would have been nice to get a little bit more to chew on. Well, we know he didn't get much to chew on, literally. I'm sure Manny agrees. He would have liked more to chew on. But it is what it is.
People don't generally store food in their storage units. So, and I wonder how long
Yeah.
that dog food had been in there.
Yeah. I was thinking myself, like, what is he even going to find in there? How much food do people store in a storage unit? That's what I was saying too. I didn't expect him to find much, and he didn't find much. I do think he'll be a game changer once he and Carol link up. I'm not sure how. It'll be a little tricky. But they'll definitely connect. Maybe he'll break down and talk to one of these hive mind people and ask to be connected with her, and he'll seek her out this time
Mm.
because she definitely backed off completely after he snapped at her. Uh, let's see. Phil Chill said, "Keep fighting, Manny." The Last of Us. Yeah. Let's hope it turns out better than The Last of Us. Sturgis may be her last name. Well, oh, it's Sturka is her last name. It's Sturka actually. Stubborn, crazy. Yeah, that. Yeah, that definitely fits. Amy said I would be eating good, so you'd trust them and take the food, huh? Oh,
Well, in order to fight them, you got to eat well. You got to keep your energy up.
yeah. Yeah. Bill said in storage units only dog food, cat food, bird food, and maybe fish food or pellets. Makes sense.
Hmm.
Amy said it probably tastes like German sausage.
Huh.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, that sounds nasty to me.
It's a
Dieter
hit.
said,
German sausage. I like German sausage.
mm,
You know.
Dieter said Panda Kalima knows his Latin. It's not
Huh.
Latin.
Do you know your Latin?
Yeah, ixnay uname or whatever.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, maybe not Latin.
German sausage, huh? It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's German sausage here.
Oh, yes.
hmm It's very tasty.
Delicious.
German hot dogs are the best kind, I think. I do like German hot dogs.
And schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
I don't know about schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Schnitzel's good.
Mhm.
Amy said if it was me, I'd have them bring me food 3 times a day and desserts. Oh, okay. You'd be living it up.
Mm-mm.
Nice. I have them build me a home theater.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. If I were just gonna give in and just like ask for anything I wanted, oh man. Yeah, I mean, like just imagine you could have anything and go anywhere
Mm-hmm.
you
You could
wanted. It
have a
would be,
different meal in a different country every day.
Mhm.
yeah.
I'd have them build me like a grass zeppelin and just float across the country. Just do.
That would be nice. Yeah. Like, wow, what would you do? Where would you go if you could be in that position? Like everyone in the world at your disposal, ready to give you anything you want, take you anywhere you want. Money's no object. I mean, it would be tempting for a lot of people to be like, what's his name? The
Kumba.
Kumba.
Yeah.
To be a Kumba and just
Yeah,
live it
cool.
up. Take Air Force One out to Vegas and stay in Elvis's haunted suite. I don't think I would be doing that. That wouldn't be my choice.
Yeah, but if Carol went to
That
these
would be,
different countries, she could search to see if there's other people, instead of staying put
How
where there
come?
isn't any.
How come Kumba and all them haven't asked? Hey, what's up with this Area 51? What's up with who killed Kennedy? Who they
oh,
haven't even asked
Yeah,
any of
they
those
know.
questions.
Yeah.
hmm
you could get answers to all of the most top secret,
hmm
sealed, classified
That's
information
right.
of all
Unless
the
they say they
governments in the
can't tell
world.
you that, they can't answer that question.
That'd
Oh,
be so dumb.
they might.
Area 51, we can't answer that question. Of Crop circles
Like-
can't answer that question. Aliens can't answer that question.
Actually, there might be other kinds of questions they won't answer because Zosha said something like, for inquiries like that, we can't answer. So inquiries like that, I believe that was her phrase. So there may be other questions that they won't answer.
Yeah, but why would they not answer that? Why would they not answer who killed Kennedy?
Yeah, I mean, why not at this point? What does it matter anymore?
Right.
So yeah, it would be cool, no more top secret anything. Like there's no issue with national security anymore. No need for state secrets because all the governments of the world are one now. There's no more war, no more borders. So they could just spill all the secrets.
Yep.
Oh, that would be amazing. I would travel everywhere I could possibly ever want to go. That's what I would do. Just travel everywhere and have houses, like, homes in all of my favorite places around the world, and a plane at my disposal. I'd probably be flying every day because I love flying. Let's see. What is this? Control plus, zoom in. I'm not sure what. Yeah, they were talking about how to like.
Zoom in on the screenshots, I'm assuming.
Oh, make it
And
bigger?
I was talking about how to take screenshots easily on a PC too. So that might be a way to do that. Maybe I'll try those things. Thanks, Bill. And Dieter said or a screenshot app. So yeah, I'll look into ways I can do this.
Bill Chill also mentioned the moon landing.
No.
Oh,
I don't think
yeah.
we're asking the right questions about the moon landing. Nobody will get that one but me. It's for Yellow Jackets.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, he wrote down Carol's name, but I don't think he had her phone number. I think it was just her name. It was Carol's, but he didn't hear his name right. Her name right. 575-0606. Was there a phone number? 'Cause I don't remember
Yeah,
there
there was a
being a
phone
phone
number we
number.
called last time, Julie. Remember? We called and there was the answer machine.
Right, but I don't think he had her phone number.
Oh, I don't think
She
so.
called
No.
him. She called him from the airplane. Yeah,
I got a text back from that number too.
I did too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny.
What did the text say?
It said, let me see, I'll pull it up. Oh.
Bill said, Manusos is elusive, very stealthy. Save Manusos, save the world. Am I pronouncing that wrong? Is it?
Where is it?
How would you say that? His full name?
Let me see. Yeah, how did you say it? Manosos?
Manos?
Maybe.
Manoso?
I guess. I've never heard that name before.
So it's calling Manny.
Yeah, Manosos.
And just me.
Sounds a lot like Mamon.
And just me. I agree. I think Carol and Manny would get along very well.
It said, please know your life is your own, Carol. You have agency. That being said, reply yes to sign up for updates from Apple TV Plus and agree to our terms of service or terms of use. I guess I forgot to say yes to that. Yes.
You've joined it. The hive mind.
You must have so many questions for us. Understand, we only want to make you happy. We'll be in touch soon. And there it is, like a link to Pluribus.
Oh. It's
You're trying
funny.
to type in, what about the moon landing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Amy would be wiping her tears with money. Yeah, why not? Money would be obsolete in this world. You could just have anything you want. You don't have to pay for anything anymore. It's kind of a utopia in a way. It's a
Mhm.
weird utopia. Um, you guys are funny with the tape comments in the chat. What is this with this tape religion stuff? This is
Well,
fun.
Doxa was saying something about the god of tape or something like that, and then people just ran with it.
You guys are funny. Um, anyway, beware of false dispensers, masking tape, sticky tape, duct tape, friction tape. Um, oh, a home theater? Yeah, that would be amazing, Amy. Yeah, I like the way you think. Let's see. Bill Benusos, you've been living in a dream world, Neo. Mm, oh, yeah. Yeah, Bill, there should be a Foreman grill at least in one of those units, like you could saute the dog food. Um,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, he didn't even heat the dog food like Doc said. God. Manny might not be immune or might not think he is immune. Um, and maybe he doesn't realize that he's immune. Maybe that's why he's being so obsessive about not eating the food. Maybe he doesn't realize that he can't get infected with this. Maybe he's not aware of that yet. That's a good point, Doc. Bill said Zosha has been my favorite character. Really? Oh, I mean, I find her entertaining. I wouldn't call her my favorite. She's entertaining. All of the Hive Mind people are really. So yeah, I can understand that. I would have to say Carol, but that would be pretty easy. I mean, she's our main protagonist and like the only character who's actually mattered in terms of, you know, the immune people up until now. So, um, let's see. Let's see if I'm caught up here. Um, well, Dieter wrote something in Spanish here. Can you read that?
Mm. Por favor, dale me gusta, dale me gusta, comparte y suscribe y sonríe como la mente colmena. La mente colmena? I don't know what that word means. So please dale me gusta. I think he's saying please hit the like button. Um
Yeah. Subscribe.
subscribe and share and smile como la mente colmena. I'm not sure what colmena means, but maybe it means, like the happy hive mind.
Yes.
Right. Thanks, Doc. Um, Doc said I would be the gay version of that immune dude who was just pimping it.
Mhm.
Nice. Amy said the world was going to shit anyway. Yeah, I understand what you guys are saying, like, hey, Doc said I would be a gay Kumba. All the hot dads would finally be mine. I mean, yeah, it's like it would be tempting, and if you feel like you don't have a shot against these people anyway, it's like you might as well live it up before they turn you into one of them. Enjoy life while it lasts. Uh, Bill, Mr. Diabete, you are all traitors to your species. Yeah, you guys are traitors to your species. Um, Let's see. Amy said you could request only the hot dads bring you food at foot rubs. Yeah, like Bill said though, with too many pleasures, you would get bored. You would get bored with all of this. Like, too much paradise. There's such a thing as, the phrase "too much paradise." You ever hear of that? That all that stuff would become meaningless eventually.
Mm-hmm.
What's the problem with that? Without struggle, like there is all the pleasures in life, they wouldn't matter anymore, and you wouldn't appreciate them anymore. You need sadness to balance to make the happiness to give the happiness meaning. You know. Um, let's see. Amy said, "I'm bringing Johnny Depp and Robert Downey Jr. to my home." All right,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you go, Amy. Bill said, "Ask the hive mind who framed Roger Rabbit." Oh, and Jenna Ortega. Nice, Amy. Um, Doc said, "I'm over halfway through my likely life cycle. I think at this point, if it were a consensual thing, I might join the hive mind for a new experience." Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, maybe you'd like it. Maybe it's amazing the way they say it
Yeah.
is, and like we're fighting a good thing here.
I mean, I hope we get to see that sometime during the whole series,
Right.
like being in the hive mind, like somebody, we get to see it
But
from their view.
yeah, it would be nice if they could somehow show us what that would be like. Okay, Doc, that's why. Okay, Doc explained the packing tape thing to me. Manny had a fancy bowl of packing tape like it was a religious item. All right, so that's where that tangent came from. You guys are funny. Um, let's see. Bill said Zosha takes all the crap from Carol. Most of the annoyances and pain go to Zosha, patient and concerned. Yes, that's true. That's for sure. She's almost been killed multiple times by Carol. Seriously. Um, Amy said I would order shit. There would be packages filled on the porch. Um, Doc said, I think humanity has done a lousy job as caretakers of planet Dirt. They should give in to extraterrestrials. If they give in to the woke vegan space communists, they would be so much easier for us to conquer. Yeah, that's true. We'd be easy pickings for you, Doc. Uh,
That's why it reminds me of H.G. Wells' Time Machine, where there's the one superior race, but they've been superior so long they become docile, so the race that they oppress starts eating them and raising them as cattle and giving them anything they want, like any food they want, anything they need, but then they eventually eat them.
yeah. So if there were an alien race trying to conquer Earth, this would be an
Mm-hmm.
ideal way to do it. Just render the whole human race passive, a passive hive mind who wouldn't fight back. They can't kill. They can't lie. I mean, they're defenseless. So anyway, let's move on here. I'm not feeling great, so I gotta try and make this briefer than usual and not
Well, I'm
ramble
sure
so
we can
much.
skip over a lot of that Carol True Serum stuff. So,
Yeah. Um. So so we're a week and 8 hours roughly into this joining situation. Now these are going to be a little out of order because of my technology problems. But so I'm gonna skip. Hold on, sorry. I'm gonna skip around a little bit so I could get the right order. So Carol is doing something pretty smart, and she's compiling all the information that she knows about these things. And just before we see that she's making a list. This is too blurry to read, unfortunately, but she did have a whiteboard briefly up with her storyboard ideas for her next Waikaro book. Um, and yeah, apologies, it's too blurry. I can't really read it. But one of the things she was contemplating on this board was possibly killing off her romantic hero. Um, maybe yeah. She never wanted this to be a male hero anyway. She wanted that to be a female. So maybe that's one reason why she's tempted to kill him off. Um, I forget his name, Rubon or something.
Raban.
Raban.
Mm-hmm.
She was considering killing him
Another
off.
Dune reference.
Right,
'Cause I think, yeah, Raban was one of the Duke Harkonnen's nephews or whatever.
right.
Mhm.
Okay. So, she pulls up a blank, a really interesting like dual whiteboard thing built into her wall. She pushes one aside and she's got another one, and she starts compiling what she knows about the hive mind. And I'm going to try my best to read this. Let's see. Oops. So it says, eager to please would give me an A bomb. Uh, so yeah, that's insane. We learned that in the previous episode. If they want to make her happy so badly that they'd give her an A bomb. They'd give her an atomic bomb. Um, they can't kill, not even a fly. Number three, they don't play favorites. They like like all jerks the same. And so yeah, but like they were equally nice to all the um all the immune people, including that nasty witch, who was really unpleasant to Carol. So yeah, they like everyone the same, even Carol when she's screamed at them and caused so many of them to die. They don't play favorites. That's definitely a good observation. Another thing she observed is they're trying to change her, so they want to make her one of them. And number five, weirdly honest. But she put a question mark because she wasn't totally sure if they can lie or not. And this is something that I've believed from early on, that it seems like they don't lie. Like they're honest to a fault. They can't seem to lie. And so she puts it to the test. She calls for the first test she runs is with this guy. So she had a bunch of people working on her house. Um, her house had been pretty messed up by that grenade she threw, and so a bunch of these guys were over there cleaning up her house. And when she left the hospital where Zosha was, she had been there with her. She found them working on the house, including the frickin' mayor of Albuquerque. And fun fact, this really is the mayor of Albuquerque, New Mexico. He appeared in this as a cameo. So it actually is him. I thought that was funny. Um, and she's like, "Aren't you the mayor?" He's like, "Yeah, that's right. Thanks for your vote, Carol." And he just keeps on like doing this menial labor here, which, by the way, it isn't actually all that crazy if you're from, a smaller place. I mean, Albuquerque, that's kind of weird, I guess. But like a more obscure place, like where I grew up, it's a suburb of Providence, Rhode Island, and in Warwick, the mayor of Warwick, who one of the most recent mayors of Warwick, he would actually do menial stuff on a regular basis. He would like help plow snow when there'd be a snowstorm and stuff. He was just a really down to earth guy and wanted to actually get his hands dirty working and helping out. So, but yeah, I thought this was funny regardless. Um, and while they were working, she called this guy in to talk to her to kind of put this to the test, like how honest are they? And she asked him like basically what they think of her book. What do people really think of her book series? And and he drew from only the opinions of her fans who love her books and gushed about how amazing they are. She asked if they're as good as Shakespeare, and he said yes, they're equal to Shakespeare. Um, which of course is ridiculous, and she knows it. She knows her books are not equal to Shakespeare, but he can say this and it's not a lie because he's kind of aggregating the opinions of her biggest fans who are part of the hive mind. Now, I don't know how they can, like, how do they differentiate? Like technically, if you really want to be technical, if they can't lie, I feel like he should have had to say, well, some people love your books and they think they're as good as Shakespeare, and some people think they're trash. But anyway, that's uh that's not the angle the writers took with this. Um, I think essentially we are supposed to take away the conclusion that they can't lie. She, oh, let's see, what else did she ask? She asked him about what her partner, Helen, thought of her Waikaro books. And he said that they were like cotton candy. That they were, he kind of skirted the issue. He didn't want to, like, they don't want to make her unhappy. And so he didn't want to tell her the truth. That she just thinks they're okay, like they're like cotton candy. They make people happy, but obviously she wasn't impressed with the books, which is hurtful to Carol, of course. And she asks what they thought of what her partner Helen rather thought of her unpublished book, The Bitter Chrysalis, which is like her magnum opus that she cared so much about, and her partner had encouraged her to publish that book. It was her passion project. She'd worked on it for years, and he really didn't want to give her the answer to that question. He was visibly uncomfortable with it, but he told her that Zosha basically thought that book is fine, and she didn't actually even finish reading it. She didn't read it. It's like 400 pages long, and she only read maybe half of it, and then read the last few pages of the book, and that's it. Um, and so clearly she didn't really like it. But she said, well, why did she encourage me to publish it then? And he told her because it would make her happy. So they're brutally honest, from the looks of it, and that's how she put that to the test. Um, because they clearly want to make her happy badly, but they didn't lie about that. He didn't lie. So she goes back to her board and she gets rid of the question mark after wordly honest, and then she adds can't lie, period. Um, and so I wasn't surprised by this personally. I think I, I mean I know this wasn't super obvious, but I got the impression from these people that they're honest. I just got that vibe. Um, Not from the very, very beginning because I mean, they were really creepy when they first took over, and it sounded like, okay, they're just telling her what she wants to hear and lying, but the more she interacted with them, the more I got the sense that they're honest, and for some reason they can't lie. So really interesting, and she can use this to her advantage. And so from there, she does what we have all been dying for her to do from the jump. She puts a plan into motion to uh, to try to find out if there's a cure, if they know about a cure for this happiness virus, since they can't lie. Um, she goes down to the hospital and she tries just asking point blank, which is obviously the simplest way to go about it. And if they can't lie, it was worth a shot. Um, so she goes down to the hospital and she asks point blank Zosha, you know, do you know any more about this virus now? Like you guys said early on that you really didn't know, um, that you didn't know like, oh, lost Scarlet there. Maybe having network problems. She was like, you guys said in the beginning, like, you didn't really know how this works. Do you know now how this all works? And Zosha said that they're learning more and more all the time, and they do understand it more. And she asked, is there a way to reverse this? This is what we've been dying for her to do. Uh, just ask. Maybe who knows? Maybe they'd actually tell her. They want to make her happy. And they were willing to give her an atomic bomb. So why not this? They'll give her anything else that she asks for. But Zosha says something like, for these kind of inquiries, we can't answer the question. We can't answer the question. And Carol's reaction, I think was spot on. But basically, like, your non-answer answered my question, because if the answer is there is no cure for this virus, they would have just told her, like, no, we're sorry, Carol. We don't want to make you unhappy, but there is no cure. If they thought that, if they knew there was no cure, she would have just told her. But she didn't. She doesn't want to tell her, yeah, there's a cure. So she says she can't answer the question. That non-answer is an answer, and it makes Carol very happy, as it should. And from there, she gets another idea. She kind of zeroes in on the IV drip here, and she rushes off to the medicine, the drug stockpile that they have, and she looks for this thiopentyl sodium. It's a barbiturate that's used to lower people's inhibitions, to act as a sort of truth serum. And so, like, even though these beings seemingly can't lie, they won't answer this question about the cure. But with this, under the influence of this drug, it might lower her inhibitions, at least, to come out and say it. Really smart on Carol's part to do this. And yeah, so she's stopped, though, while she's looking for this drug, by this guy, part of the hive, of course, who asks her what she's looking for. Asks her what she's looking for, and he she she says that she was looking for heroin, which is kind of funny. And true to form, he's not gonna say no. I'm not giving you heroin, um, because they'll give her almost anything she wants. He does advise her against it. He warns her about all the people who are laid up in the hospital due to opioid abuse. But she says she wants to use it. Um, she last tried it when she was in college, uh, and she wants to try it again. So she sends him off to get that. And that she uses that as an excuse to get her hands on a bunch of hypodermic needles. So she gets that. She steals some of the, um, we'll call it truth serum, because that's what it essentially acts as. And she takes it home, and she tests it on herself, injects herself with it, and then videotapes herself, which is a very clever plan. Um, just to test it on herself first and see how it works. Um, and yeah, so there's this very funny segment where you can see her, like, totally looped out of her mind on this stuff, slurring at one point, crying over the loss of her partner, um, confessing that she has sexual attraction to Zosha, against her, uh, you know, against her own wishes, of course. She can't help it. She's attracted to her. Um, I don't think she'll ever act on it, because she's too dead set on opposing the hive mind and resisting becoming emotionally close to them in any way. And yeah, I guess she could have a sexual experience with one without getting emotionally close, but she's very much against that. And she seems to feel that it goes against consent, that these beings can't really consent properly because they can't say no to her. They give her almost anything she wants, and like they're not allowed to really make choices for themselves. They have to do whatever they can to make her happy, except give her the cure. And so like she felt like what's his name? Mr. Diabete, that he was kind of taking advantage of those women who are part of the hive by sleeping with them, that they couldn't really consent. And that if he had slept with Zosha, it would have been wrong because she can't consent. So I don't think anything's going to come of this personally. I don't think she's going to hook up with her just because she's attracted to her, or as she put it, why does she have to be so damn fuckable or something? I think that's how she described Zosha. But that's, I mean, it's because the hive mind picked someone who resembles Carol's dream woman, who looks the way her leading man would have looked if she had her way in her books. But anyway, so she finishes watching the tape. Now that she knows for sure how it works, it also passes her out, by the way. Knocks her out cold for a while. It's powerful stuff. Um, she takes the memory card from her little test and flushes it down the toilet. Clearly, she doesn't want the hive mind to know that she's attracted to Zosha. Maybe they could use that to manipulate her in some way, I guess. And she goes down to the hospital. Um, and I'm blowing through this a little quicker than I normally would, just to try to get through, because my pain is getting really bad. Oh, I see Scarlet is back. Sorry, I don't know how long you've been back there, because I was in my images tab. Were you waiting long?
No, I just been folding my laundry. I decided to go fold my laundry while I was waiting.
Oh, okay. Anything you wanted to add about the seeds I just went over?
Oh, the one guy that's from 30 Rock, the guy in the bicycling shirt she talked to, literally looked like a bee.
He looked like a what?
A bee. He was wearing yellow and black, and I thought that was interesting because we kind of theorized last time, and she was a queen bee.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And I thought it was also interesting that that Helen just thought her books were meh. And sometimes that
Yeah.
happens when you're a creative person. Like other people like your stuff, but your significant other is just like meh.
Yeah.
That's fine.
See, this is why, like, nobody should ever be able to read each other's minds, and
Mm-hmm.
essentially it's like she was just granted the ability to read Helen's mind. Um and and this is why it would never be a good thing, because we all have secret things that we keep
Mm-hmm.
from our loved ones, or secret thoughts and feelings that would hurt their feelings if they knew. We tell white lies so that we
Mm-hmm.
don't hurt people's feelings. And I felt bad for her that she had to find these things out
Mm-hmm.
that she never should have known about the way Helen felt about her books.
Yeah, I mean, she was successful at everything, and Helen's probably like, well, she's making money, and she's, relatively happy writing Bitter Crystallis. So, you know, you just want to be like supportive, but maybe you don't like it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to
So,
review that book, Julie. The chapter of the book that came out of Carol's
yeah.
Moon Song.
Yeah, so uh, so Apple, just like they did for Severance, where Severance released a segment of a book that went along with the show. It looks like, so as a companion piece, Apple released a chapter of Carol's book.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
cool. That's cool.
Sorry,
So,
Billy. I had a bunch of underwear in my hand and I just didn't want to carry it the whole time I was doing the live.
oh yeah, so that's cool. So we'll so yeah, there so you can like I'm guessing that's free to access. Like people can read this online.
Yeah, it was just like the last one for Severance. You can get it free from Apple, but there are people that have already read it, and it is online. The link that I sent you was a person
Okay.
that read it out, and then you know, like deep dived on it, basically had a
Okay.
discussion about it, and there are kind of metaphors in it, so I think it's kind of cool.
Right. Okay. Um So yeah, I'm gonna definitely read it, and so yeah, guys in the chat, I'll share like a link to where you can find it in the Discord, and I'll put it in the description of this video too on the replay if you're listening on the replay. So you can check it out, and we'll talk about it next week in our next Pluribus live.
Yeah, I just gave you that link because I know a lot of people can't like access Apple stuff because they don't have Apple products. So, you know,
Yes.
we had
Yeah.
problems with that
Thanks.
last time with Severance.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I was one of those people who couldn't access it because I don't have Apple products.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have Apple products, there is another way you can access this thing. It is free. We're not doing anything wrong by distributing it. We just
Mm-hmm.
people, not everyone has an Apple device. So I'll share the link to that in the description of this video, and I'll pin it in a comment, and I'll share it in the Discord too. So we'll talk about that next week. I think that should be an entertaining read for sure. Um, and like um, so and I know you liked the video breakdown for, of Carol on the drug that where she was rambling. That it was funny. It was funny. It was a little too
Blair
long for
Witch
my
Project in
liking.
that one, the one where she's just like her eyes are like I'm like this is a Blair Witch Project,
Yeah.
and she's like reading her book, just crying over Helen, just all the emotions, like all the feels at once.
Right. Yeah. I felt like some of the scenes in this episode were a little too long for my liking. Like
Like this
that went
one,
on a little bit long for me, but I liked it though. It was funny.
yeah.
And let's see. So what else was there? Was there anything else? Anything else before we get to this scene with
Oh
pretty much
yeah,
the last.
yeah. She flushed that down.
Um
I don't know why she flushed that chip down. Why did she just erase it?
and she could have just erased it. That's right. Um like
But that shot's
and
beautiful. Even that shot of her flushing something down the toilet. Vince Gilligan always gets a good shot. He always says he never likes to do the same shot twice, but they're always like really, really nice. Like the
yeah,
tiles on the floor. I mean, it's like nice looking. She's flushing something down the toilet. It looks great.
yeah, right here. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
even this is artistic looking.
yeah. It seems suggestive, but still.
Yeah. I I really hope that Carol doesn't eventually cave and sleep with Zosha just because she's attracted to her.
Yeah.
Uh I don't think she will because she made it clear that she thinks that there are issues with consent and
Mm-hmm.
that Zosha wouldn't really be consenting because she doesn't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
So she can't say no. That's
Yeah.
why she didn't think Zosha should go with Mr. Diabete
Yeah.
Kumba, you know.
Goomba.
So I don't think they're gonna hook up. I think Carol will stick to her principles on that.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Um, it is troubling. It's like how do these people consent? They can't really. They have
Mm-mm.
to do whatever they can to please the immune. So
Hmm.
anyway, let me just check on the chat before we get to this final scene then. Let me see, because I've been breezing through quickly because my pain level is really high,
Hmm.
and it's very late, and I'm
Yes.
sure you need to get sleep soon anyway.
I don't. I don't. I had Wednesday off because I thought I was going to have to take my boyfriend to the hospital, and now I don't think I'm going to have to.
Oh, well, I hope everything is okay now.
Yeah, it's fine. So
Okay.
I'll have a, and I really had to struggle to get tomorrow off because I already taken a week off for TeslaCon. So I might as well enjoy it. It was a half day
All right.
anyway. It was a half day anyway on Wednesday, so because of the holidays.
Oh, nice. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to find where. Oh, here we go. Here's where I left off in the chat. Um, Dieter said, "Watch out for spoilers from Pluribus and Stranger Things."
Hmm.
Yes, please. Don't dig around before you've seen the episodes. Yes, yes. Please, no spoilers for episode 5 of Pluribus, which we haven't seen yet.
I'm glad I saw it on. I'm glad I saw it on Wikipedia because now I know how to dodge videos until I've watched it.
Right. Oh,
I won't just
yes.
look through my YouTube and go, "Oh," because sometimes people put spoilers right in the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they did
Um,
with Severance.
yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't like that.
Or from with Fatima killed Tilly. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks,
Can't,
guys.
can't stand spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Messy Marty. Hope everyone is doing good. He said, "Hope you're doing well tonight." And Messy Marty is our good friend Martin. It's his channel. He's got a gaming channel here now, and it's Messy Marty. So, Martin, feel free to drop your link if you're still listening. Drop your link to your channel so people can go check it out and subscribe to you. Um, let's see. So Doc said, honestly, I would be intrigued and eventually seek to unravel the universe's mysteries with the Hive. I mean, it would be tempting just on a level of that's a good point. One thing for the pro column in being part of the Hive would be like just to settle the curiosity of knowing all the mysteries of the universe, like at least not maybe not knowing all the mysteries, but like everything that humans already could possibly know, and who knows, maybe even some higher level of understanding that more than any individual has. When you combine all of it together, everything that humanity could possibly know, you would know. There would be no secrets, and it would be interesting. It would be interesting. We wouldn't, all of humanity, we haven't solved all the mysteries that exist in the universe, of course, but whatever has been ascertained, you'd certainly be enlightened if you were part of it, if you joined it. So I personally, I would rather not know. I'd rather not. I'd rather just be an individual. Um, Martin said, "Can't stay in chat. I'm at work. I'll chat when I can, though." Okay. Well, glad you could at least listen. It's always nice to see you. And if you're not able to drop your link, I'll try and find your channel before we head out, and I'll drop it for you if I can. Let's see. Like I said, I loved that scene with the mayor. Yeah, that was really funny to me that they got the actual mayor of Albuquerque to be in a cameo for that scene. Dieter said, "I think she said, 'Aren't you the fucking mayor?'" Yeah, I think she did actually. Um, let's see. Oh, oh. Bill said the hive mind kicked Scarlet out. No, Scarlet.
I
I
kicked
think
myself out. I kicked myself
yeah,
out.
she kicked herself out, and I couldn't see she was back again. So yeah, when I'm in my images tab, I can't see anything, and so I didn't know. But anyway, let's see. And I agree with this. What you said in the chat, Scarlet, that Carol is the queen bee. I think she is kind of like the queen bee. Um,
I feel like they have to keep somebody out of the hive mind in order to give them new information
yeah.
or create things for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are kind of like a homo superior, I guess, like a childhood Zen thing because they know everything. They're like ascended, kind of in a way, because they know everything.
Right.
But I don't know if they need
Yeah.
to know more, you know, to keep the hive
Mm-hmm.
going, or is that does it?
Yeah. I don't know. Doc said apparently the hive stopped doing nightly medical inventory checks. Yeah, it was a little too easy for her to just steal the medication. Doc said all those meds are under camera and get checked, I think, after close or nightly. The hive is so distracted with their agenda, they stopped standard procedures. And Doc would know because Doc, it's his job to actually oversee this kind of stuff at a hospital. So that's a great point, Doc. They're getting sloppy with this stuff. Um, Dieter said, I'm looking for a way to set up subtitles to play multiple episodes after each other. Maybe to stream the 4 episodes of Stranger Things when there isn't a live. Oh, that would be awesome, Dieter. I'll DM you about that so we can coordinate and find a night when I'm not doing a live because right now my schedule has been all over the place, and sometimes I don't even know till the last minute that I have to postpone a live. But I'll yeah, that would be awesome. And yeah, we'll talk about when we could do that. So so if anyone wants to join watch parties and watch Stranger Things in the Discord, um, uh, I'll definitely work on doing some streaming of that myself too. If if Dieter has any issue and he can't do it, so you can join the Discord if you're not in there already. The link to join is in the description of the video. We'll do watch parties for Stranger Things season 5, and we'll also continue doing the Welcome to Derry watch parties on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we'll start streaming Pluribus too. I don't think we're gonna do it when it drops, but I'll do some streams of Pluribus maybe a few hours after it drops or the next day. Anyway,
Julie, I'm gonna run upstairs and get my charger. If I drop out, it's because I'm on 3%. But I'm gonna
okay,
get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm
okay,
gonna make a college try. Run real
okay,
fast.
okay. Um, oh, Bill says Carolina Wydra Zosha was in Agents of Shield Europa report, Sneaky Pete, and Quantico. Teeter said episode 1 of Stranger Things 5 is an hour and 8 minutes, episode 2 54, episode 3 an hour and 6, episode 4 an hour and 23. Maybe too long for 4 episodes after each other. Yeah, maybe. But we'll do what we can. We'll split it up over different nights and we'll do what we can. Um I'll DM you and we'll work something out, Teeter. Thank you for looking into that. Um, Dieter said, I wonder if this was Breaking Bad, if the hive mind could make better crystal meth than Heisenberg. Probably. Bill said, is honesty the best policy? Moral question. Yeah, I mean it's the best policy most of the time, I think, except when it's a trivial matter that would just hurt somebody's feelings. And that's when you have the white lie. And the white lie is definitely a good thing, in my opinion. I don't like blunt people who just hurt people's feelings needlessly. Hey Trace, nice to see you. Um, Doc said I need to get to bed, everyone. Sweet nightmares. Well, sweet nightmares to you too. We're gonna be wrapping up very soon, as I can get through this last scene, actually. Carol's getting lonely. Yeah, Bill. Umbra said they look like a couple in the making to me. Yeah, they kind of do. But I hope not. I really hope they don't go there. The lack of consent is the issue. Yes, exactly my point, Umbra. That's how I feel. Uh, and it looks like the show might go there. Missy Marty said, I haven't even watched the trailer of Stranger Things yet. That's how much I'm avoiding spoilers. Oh, yeah, I know some people like to go in completely blind. Uh, yeah, don't worry, we're not gonna spoil anything here. Um, thank you, Dieter, for dropping Martin's YouTube YouTube channel. That's Messy Marty. That's our friend Martin. He's got his gaming account there. Martin got off of that wall and he's out streaming free, like a free man. Go, Martin. Upper said the lack of consent is why I felt so weirded out with the Kumba and all the ladies around him. It was inferred that he had relations with them. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it. I I, I didn't like that. Carol clearly felt the same way, so I don't think Carol would
Yeah.
go that route.
Maybe there might be something further along where she wants her consent and is going to really try hard to get it, like in an honest way.
Maybe.
Like try to make her more independent. I mean, maybe you can try to pull somebody away from the hive.
Maybe
Pull someone
it
out
could
of
be
it.
possible. Like that's something that I could see happening down the road. Maybe there could be a way to pull an individual out of the hive, and maybe that person could be Zosha. That would be a really interesting development.
Like if it's a virus too, maybe it's a way to just make the virus feel like make them feel the virus less.
Right.
Not necessarily
We
cure them.
we may have already seen a flicker of individuality in Zosha
Yeah.
when she was about to leave with Kumba and she was boarding the plane. She turned to look back at Carol on her own plane, almost as if she wanted to stay there. Now this could have just been a tactic to plant that seed in Carol's head. But maybe there was a flicker of humanity in there, maybe a flicker of individuality, because Carol put her in a position where she had to make a choice, and the hive they're not about that. They don't make choices. That's not part of their makeup. And Carol forced Zosha into that position because Carol wouldn't give her blessing for her to go with Kumba. So she was torn, and she chose to go with Kumba probably because Kumba was the one pushing for that outcome, and Carol just kind of threw up her hands and didn't push it in any different direction. Um, and so Zosha went with Kumba. She was conflicted. This kind of made her, maybe just a tiny bit more human in that moment. So who knows? Maybe she could somehow find a way to pull Zosha out of the hive, and then that consent issue wouldn't be a problem anymore down the road. You never know. There's Umbra's channel. Dieter dropped the link to Infinite Umbra's channel. Check out our awesome friend's channel right there. And you're welcome, Martin. Umbra said, Julie and panel, do you think the collective are simply presenting themselves as happy hive mind zombies and are brewing something behind the scenes that's more malicious or nefarious? I don't. I personally get the strong impression that they're being completely genuine. I don't think they're lying or faking or anything like that. I really do think that they're genuinely like at peace with everything, and they're incapable of lying. And that they're not, I don't think they are doing anything malicious, but I do think they're doing exactly what they said. I mean, one reason I think that they're being so honest is they came right out and told Carol that they're actively from the beginning, they told her that they're actively working on finding a way for her to join them, and they're months away, maybe even weeks away from that outcome. Now, why even tell her that? Well, so
Mm-hmm.
that's that's the first inclination I had, that they're actually being honest.
Or
You
why
know,
tell her there's others? Why tell her there's 12 other people?
right,
Why let her use the phone? To connect.
right, exactly.
It wouldn't
So
be.
I
It
think,
would. It would make for a less intriguing story. I think.
yeah. Um, but Umbra, I'm curious to know what you think. If you think that how likely is that possibility that they could be, planning something nefarious, or being disingenuous in some way. And what if anyone else in the chat has an opinion on that, I'm curious to hear what you think. And Amy is our lovely friend Amy here is starting her channel as well, Pixie Vines Realms. Check that out. And subscribe. You can find her link right there. Um, and thank you to folks who are supporting our awesome friends here, like Amy. Um, and Dieter said I would let Doc keep my drugs safe. I wouldn't let Doc do a surgery, or what? Okay. Yeah. Doc would definitely keep the drugs safe. That's part of his job. He works at a hospital, so he knows what he's doing. Um, let's see. And then the chat got kind of after darky, so I'll leave it there. Um, but let's get to the last scene and wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
So 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 Carol goes back to the hospital, and she takes Sosha in the elevator to bring her on a little walk outside. And that's just a contrivance to get her alone. So once they're in there, while she's behind Zosha's back, she injects some of the truth serum, for lack of a better term, rather than just state the full name of the drug. She
Mm-hmm.
injects it into the IV, and takes her outside, and then she gets her away, far enough away from the hospital, and she asks her again, is there a way to reverse, essentially, is there a way to reverse this, um the hive mind virus? Oops, sorry. And Zosha immediately starts to get pretty doped up and not communicative, just looking with this kind of dumb look on her face. And um they just didn't have enough time. I think if she
Mm-hmm.
had had a little more time with Zosha, that maybe she could have gotten some information out of her. But as she's questioning her, it's not long before the hive mind
Yeah.
people start congregating around them, and really ominously just appearing from all directions, crowding around them.
I think she
And
might have given her a little bit too much as well, because she didn't know how much dosage to give her.
no, it seems like she gave her too much, because she got she got really doped up and then collapsed awfully fast.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Carol, on her video, she was rambling and babbling for a long time before she finally passed out.
She probably has more
So
of a
I think,
tolerance. She probably has more of a tolerance for drinking and doing drugs.
yeah, she's an alcoholic, so maybe
Yeah.
she has a higher tolerance for this sort of thing. You know, so yeah, so this doesn't work out well at all, and the hive mind folks, they all gather around. Everyone in the vicinity, they crowd around them. Carol panics and uses these handcuffs that she had brought from her handy dandy cop car that she's been driving around in this episode. um Handcuffs herself to Zosha so they can't
Mm-hmm.
separate them. And
Smart.
very smart. They're quickly surrounded by these people who are chanting, "Please, Carol, please, Carol."
Please, Carol.
It's very creepy. They sound kind of like bees, like a drone of bees. Um, and Carol is pleading with Zosha, trying to get the answer out of her, even with these people there. And she tells them, I have she yells out like, "I have agency, get away from us." And they actually do obey her request, and they all take a step back. So they are still doing what she asks, but even with her doing this act of rebellion, trying to get this information that they don't want her to have, they still take a step back and listen to her. They don't try to separate them, but they do start chanting, "Please, Carol, please, Carol," and it's also it also kind of has a double meaning, because they're all obsessed with
They're pleasing
pleasing
Carol.
Carol. Yeah.
If
So
her
they're
death
begging
pleases
her, and
you, if her death pleases you, Carol.
they're all obsessed with pleasing her. So it works that way too. But then Zosha collapses, and once again she's almost killed Zosha. Uh, and they ask her. They say she's dying. May we save her?
Yes.
Um,
Please, Carol.
Please, Carol. Yeah. So, yeah, she holds up her hand and doesn't resist that. They cut off the handcuffs so that they can administer CPR on Zosha.
It's really cool
And
overhead shot.
it was a very cool overhead shot. I
That's
really
really cool.
liked that. Yeah. I thought that was aesthetically really cool.
Because there's this path going into it, kind of like a little hive, and there's this queen bee there, right in the middle. The hive.
It is reminiscent of a hive, isn't it? With the queen bee there. Um, and the episode has a very odd ending, right where someone is talking and it literally cuts off mid-sentence in a very awkward, odd way. Carl and I were watching it, and we both had the same reaction. We both thought there's something wrong with this video. Um, we thought there's something wrong with it, so we went and found it on another source, from another source, and checked to see if that was any different. And it wasn't. It really does end with someone being interrupted in the middle of saying a word as part of a sentence that's also being interrupted. I don't know. I thought that was a very odd, awkward cut to end it like that. I'm not sure why that decision was made, but yeah, that was weird. We were like, "That's it? That's the end?" It was also a pretty short episode. It was, I think, 43 minutes. So I wish it had been a bit longer. Some of the other episodes were an hour long. That would have been nice, but yeah.
It's
And
interesting.
honestly,
It was interesting. They were all crying in unison too, which is interesting. Getting tears,
right? Yeah,
like the
that
lady at the end.
that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
that's why it reminded me of Midsummer. Because when like Danny's
Hmm.
suffering in Midsummer, all the other people in the cult are also crying.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
empathy,
that's
I
cool.
guess. Empathy.
So, um, and I mean, here's the thing. I'm not. I don't care what happens to Zosha. I really don't. Like, she's
Aw,
she's part of the hive, and
pirate lady.
I don't feel any emotional attachment to her as part of the hive. So if this is supposed to be a big cliffhanger, wondering if Zosha's really gonna die this time, I'm not waiting with great anticipation to see if she's alive. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she has plot armor by now.
Yeah, if they were gonna kill her off, they would have done it already. Like they've already
Yeah.
tried multiple times. The plot, it would just. I think if they were gonna do it, it would have happened already. Like
Hmm.
when she got hit with a grenade. What was the other time? Um, there was some other incident too, I think.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I forget now. But um,
She's always been
yeah. So
in peril by Carol.
that's our cliffhanger ending. Will Zosha live or die? Did Carol finally do her in? Uh, tune in next week to find out. Or actually, tune in right now
Doing it
because
right now.
it's out early, so you can
Yeah,
go watch it
apparently.
literally
I
right
mean,
now.
I guess
Episode 5 is
Thanksgiving messes
already out.
everything up.
Yeah. Um.
They want to get that out
Bill-
before Stranger Things, I guess.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was about. Actually, like they're like, oh, everyone's gonna be obsessed with Stranger Things once that drops, so let's get Pluribus out first.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That could be.
clever.
Bill here said Carol, where is it? Carol also has the capacity to harm them with her emotional outbursts and rage. Yes, she sure does. Hey, AA, nice to see you. Hope you're
Yeah.
doing well. AA said this show reminds me of when people know you're conscious in your dream. Yeah. Yeah, one of those weirdo dreams. Yeah, I had a bunch of very strange dreams last night. I don't know. Maybe it was something I ate that caused very strange dreams and nightmares. Three different ones.
Wow.
Uh, in one of them, there was like an apocalypse happening, and it was like all of these tiny little creatures that look like those. They look like Beanie Babies, but they're called Beanie Boos, and they have really big eyes.
Ugh.
And
Ugh.
it was they were all coming to life and like killing everybody.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yikes.
I don't know what that was about. That was weird. And then there was another one where I was going on a trip to China all by myself for some reason, and I was really scared and alone, and I don't know. I don't know why I was dreaming that either. It was weird. I don't know, but um,
And what did you eat?
what did I eat? I ate a lot of junk food, but that's not really
Uh,
nothing new. So instead of, yeah, I went to sleep without eating dinner. And the last thing I ate was junk food. So I don't know. But that's not unusual for me. Umber said episode 5 was interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna be checking out episode 5.
yeah,
Maybe after this, as maybe
as
when the
soon as
stream ends.
possible.
Yeah,
That's when it gets
I'm gonna,
spoiled.
yes. Umbra said, I like Sosha. I felt bad seeing her harmed. Yeah, I don't want to see harm come to her or anything like that, but I'm not emotionally invested in her.
Hmm.
As a member of the hive mind, she doesn't have my empathy. I'm not invested like like I would be for someone who's still an individual on this show. That's the thing. I can't connect with her emotionally at all. Um, so I wouldn't be upset if she gets killed off the show. That's, and I think a lot of people, unfortunately, like this is how a lot of people would feel about anyone from the hive mind. And that's
Hmm.
the problem with a show like this that has such a narrow focus. When you only have two characters who we can actually really come to care about, Carol and now Manny, people who are still individuals. Uh, yeah, dream people can be scary, Amy. Um, Umbra said Carol caused 11 million deaths in her first outburst. I wonder what she caused in the second at the lunch and with the grenade situation. I know, right? And with the grenade situation, yeah, you never know. She could have caused something else then. Yeah. Beanie Boo apocalypse sounds manageable. Um, yeah, yeah, basically it was the Beanie Boo apocalypse, and it was damn scary, I've got to tell you. It was very scary. And I was for some reason back in junior high, and like
Yikes.
my grandparents were picking me up from school, and made me more vulnerable. Yeah, it was. I remember like seeing one of the Beanie Boos like move, and like it was pretending though that no one else but me could see that it was alive. I don't know. I didn't take any shrooms, Amy.
You,
um,
you need to write a script for this, Julie. It's a good
yeah.
horror movie. Few things that attack you is it's horror gold.
Yeah. Umbra said, me and a friend had a discussion on this, so let me ask you, ladies. Do you still see the collective as humans, or do you see them as some new single being? I still believe they can be cured, personally. Yes, I think they can be individually cured. So currently, in their current state, I see them as a collective because that's what they currently are. They're all integrated together as one. They themselves said that there is no more I when it comes to them. There's only we.
So they're a collective and an entity at the same time, to me.
Right,
Yeah, and I think
right,
it's a virus doing it. So if you take away the virus, or, not even cure it, but maybe, like give like a medicine to it that would take away a little bit of it to maybe get Zoja out a little bit. I think that could be
right.
accomplished if there isn't a
Yeah,
direct cure. Like maybe give her something that takes her out of it for a little bit.
yeah. Maybe there's a way to at least temporarily disconnect a member of the hive from the hive mind. Or ultimately maybe there's a way to cure someone permanently. I think that that's possible. I definitely think that that's possible, and for the show to really have direction, for it to have longevity. The creators have said they want to do 3 seasons. Then
Yeah.
I really do think we need more characters. We need a direction to go in. We can't just have a dead end where it's Carol and Manny and just those other idiots who don't care about any of this, the other immune. We can't just have them versus the hive mind collective, and that's it. I do think there's got to be a way to reverse it, and maybe they can cure uh a number of people over the course of the series. Who knows? I think that we need that to happen. We really do. Or otherwise the writers have written themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
Um Umbra said I asked because by the tagline of the show, with Carol being the most miserable person in the world, having to cure the world of happiness, it to me infers there will be a cure at some point. That's a great point. That's a great point. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what the synopsis says. So there has to be a cure. Yeah, definitely. Umbra said, so you both see it as I do. I feel there will eventually be some sort of cure, that they are essentially just infected humans. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yep.
think so. Um what Scarlet?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I mean, I agree that it's just a virus being pumped over, maybe by some people. I mean, I have two lines of thought. It's either some kind of thing from space that makes them docile so they can take over another alien race, or it's set because the human race is just getting out of control and too violent, and this is the cure for that. The cure for violence.
Right. Well, it certainly accomplishes that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Like
a
space
way to kind
management.
of yeah, space management. I like that. Yeah. Um Yes, yeah, I wasn't taking the prescription shrooms, Bill. I think maybe the candy did it to me. The Beanie Boo Apocalypse dream. Um, AA said they're going to turn on the last 12. Well, technically, they're only going to turn on two. The man who only speaks Spanish and Carol. Um, who would that be? So the rest of like the hive mind. I'm assuming. Um,
Like maybe there's a limit where they stop being nice.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think they stop being nice. I think that
Hmm.
this is how they are. But you never know. Maybe the virus evolves and
Yeah.
changes over time. That's always a possibility.
Hmm.
Um, well, thanks, Trace. Trace said I love Julie's stream. So thank you. That's really kind. Appreciate it. Um, I need to get more consistent about doing them on specific days and times, um, which I've been struggling with because my pain has been out of control, worse than usual for like 2 months now. So like right now, what's my schedule roughly for this week? Like Dieter asked. So Wednesday, we're doing our next live with Doug's, our story time with Doug series for the Poor Player sequel book, the Shaming of the True. It's a take on the title, The Taming of the Shrew. Um, and that's the sequel book to The Poor Player by Doug Hughes. And we're gonna break down the first 54 or so pages. So we're gonna be covering 1 through 54, and we'll do that at 10 p.m. Eastern Wednesday night. And so after that point, I'm still figuring out the rest of the week. I need to. So there's going to be a Welcome to Derry stream for episodes 4 and 5 combined. And I don't think that's going to be Thanksgiving. So probably no stream on Thursday. And Friday or Saturday will be the Derry stream. Normally we do From Academy on Friday, but we may swap nights and move From Academy to Saturday for this week. Potentially. I'm not sure yet, but one thing's for sure, we're definitely going to be doing that. It's either Friday night or Saturday night. We'll do the Welcome to Derry stream. That'll be most likely 10 realistically it's probably going to be 11 p.m. Eastern when we do that. And either Friday or Saturday, whichever night we don't do From Academy, that'll be From Academy live 12:30 a.m. Eastern. At least that's the tentative plan for right now. But I'll definitely post when I know for sure on YouTube community posts and in Discord when I'm 100% sure on that. And then Sunday night, we have our Welcome to Derry watch party, of course, at 9 p.m. Eastern in the Discord. I stream the episode when that drops. And other than that, yeah, that's all I have ironed out at the moment. And next week, we'll do the Pluribus live on it. I'm not sure what night yet. That again, we still have to figure that out. But it's gonna also depend on, well, Pluribus has already come out, so
Mm.
I mean the new episode 5. So probably early in the week we're gonna want to get
Hmm.
that done. Definitely early in the week. Maybe next Tuesday. We'll see if this
Yeah.
seems to be a good night to do it.
Hmm.
Um, and
Good
then
for me.
yeah, that works for you, right,
Hmm.
Scarlett?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably stick with Tuesday for Pluribus. And well, Dieter said, I was thinking to stream 2 episodes of Stranger Things before live, Friday and Saturday. Okay, that would be great if you can do that and you want to. That would be awesome. The lives, yeah, they'll be pretty late Friday and Saturday. They'll be maybe 11 p.m. Eastern for one of them and 12:30 a.m. Eastern for the other. So, AA said, I haven't asked you this in a while, but in the beginning of the year, you said that when you had some free time this year, you would give Yellow Jackets a try. I thought, I still have no time at all for that at the moment, AA. Right now,
Oh, fuck
I'm not
that.
even ready. I'm not
Yeah,
even ready for Stranger Things yet. I'm still cramming in a rewatch of Stranger Things right now.
I was gonna say you
And
got like Welcome to Derry for Stranger Things.
like right
We'll
now,
get you there.
I'm
We'll
right,
get you there, Julie. We'll get a rewatch in before the final season. It's in
yeah,
2026. We'll get you there.
yeah. It's gonna be a while before things calm down because right now I'm covering Welcome to Derry and Pluribus. I don't usually cover two new shows at once, but I couldn't resist. Pluribus is too awesome not to cover it. And
But
now I'm gonna
see,
also be
now you don't have the mental hiccup that you used to with Yellow Jackets. So the gates are open.
yeah, and I'm gonna be covering Welcome. I mean, not Welcome to Derry also, but yeah, that too. But I'm covering Stranger Things with some lives coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So between those and the story time with Doug lives,
Yeah.
which also require a lot of preparation, reading the book and coming up with questions. We're also going to be diving back into the From rewatch. Um, I think probably in about a month.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's not going to be any free time anytime soon for other TV watching for me, but eventually I'll give it another try.
It's probably gonna be late 2026. We got time.
Yeah.
If not
Yeah.
2027, you know.
Yeah. AA said I genuinely think their DNA is modified. Like they said it was a joining, so I feel like an entity from another planet or dimension joined with the human consciousness and modified DNA. Oh, definitely. Yeah, that when they took it was some kind of RNA formula
Like
that
what?
they implanted in rats, and then the rats got infected, and that jumped from the rat to that woman when it bit her. So it definitely modified their RNA and their DNA for sure. Absolutely. Uh, AA said, I think the collective is going to turn on Carol and the man that only speaks Spanish. Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting theory. Um, hey Debbie, nice to see you. You're up really early. Um, Dieter said I would leave the rewatch now, move towards the new episodes. Oh no, we're gonna finish the rewatch before the new season of From comes out. We have to finish the rewatch.
There's not
We're
that
not
much
gonna.
to go. I mean, we're not gonna do 3 again, right? So we only have like the second part of the second season, right? Or
No,
you,
no, I want to
you
do
want to do it all? You want to do 3?
I want to do three again.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do the whole shebang. And we have time. I doubt we're gonna get season four From until March, maybe even April next
Yeah,
year.
I would even say May. Yeah,
So we've got time.
got time.
We're not gonna start over from the beginning because we already went through it with a fine-tooth comb. Season one and season two, episodes 1 through 5, but we'll go back to where we left off, which will be season two, episode 6, I think, and we'll pick it up from there, and we'll go one episode at a time. We'll stream them in the Discord, and we'll do live streams on here. But we're gonna I gotta wait until things like the schedule calms down a little bit. So I'm thinking when Welcome to Derry is over um and maybe even when Pluribus is over, it might even wait that long. Which that won't be much longer than
Mhm.
Derry. They'll end. pretty close together, and that'll help a lot, free up some time. And then I'll just be doing some streams of some streams for Stranger Things, since they're going to release that in 3 parts, so we can actually discuss it for a while before we'll get more episodes around Christmas. Debbie said, "Hope everyone is feeling their best and enjoys the holiday." I'm at the cabin, so internet is in and out. Oh, well, hope you're also feeling your best, Debbie, and enjoy the holiday as best you can. It's difficult with chronic illness. I have my own, so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope the same for everyone else too. Have a great Thanksgiving if you do celebrate it, and just or if you, at the very least, if you have some time off from work, enjoy that. That's always nice, whether you're celebrating this or not. Stars is $1 per month for 12 months. Wow, that's a pretty
Oh
good
yeah.
deal. Must be a Black Friday
Watch
sale.
Party Down. Watch back episodes of Party Down.
Yeah.
But I think I know it's on Stars.
Oh, okay. Dieter meant the Stranger Things rewatch. Yeah, we don't have time for that.
It's too
If
much.
we were gonna do that, we would have had to start a long time ago. So no, we're not doing that. I wish we had made time for it in retrospect, but oh
Yeah, I
well.
think Nadia's been doing one for quite a long time now, like months.
Yeah, she started it like in January of this
Yeah,
year, actually.
yeah.
Dieter said, "I can easily stream Stranger Things because it's not weekly, just 2 early mornings for me and then some rest time." Well, thank you. I would much appreciate that. Thank you very much. That would be awesome. So anyone who's interested in some Stranger Things watch parties, check out the Discord. We'll tag everyone when we're gonna have these watch party events. We'll when they're gonna be, and if you're not in there, you can join via the link in the description of this video. Um, anyway,
You know about that last comment, Julie. I mean, Yellow Jackets is also my favorite show on TV. So
yeah,
if there's anybody that push you, it'd be me.
yeah,
And you have
it's
seen
okay.
the first 2 episodes and part of the third.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're
Hey, you're
okay
not.
with
You're
it. You were good with it.
yeah,
You liked it.
yeah. You're not being annoying at all.
Hey, that,
I understand. You're just passionate about the show. I get it. You're
that's
not.
good.
You're not annoying. Um. Umbra said, I feel slightly ashamed that I've only ever seen season 1 of Stranger Things. Oh, don't feel bad.
That's the best season, Umbra. That's the best season, so don't worry about it.
Carl was in the same boat, but I'm making him watch the whole series now. So we finished season 2, and now we're making our way through season 3. We should have started sooner, so we have a bit more to go. Here's Debbie's channel. Debbie has an awesome channel where she shows her beautiful art that she makes. So definitely check out Debbie's channel. She's doing amazing work over there. Umbra, I highly recommend you do binge watch Stranger Things and catch up. It's one of my favorite current shows on TV. I love it. Season 1 was definitely the strongest, but I've enjoyed every single season. Season 1 was the best. I think season 4 was the second best, followed by season 3 and then season 2. But I loved all of them. So I highly recommend checking it out and seeing what all the fuss is about. Anyway, okay, so and you're welcome, Debbie. Um, and I'm just glad to see you feeling well enough to make your art again. Um, okay, so I've gone over what I had planned on doing.
Can I
And so
just do one thing? Can I do one thing real quick? You know what I'm gonna do.
yeah, yeah.
Mackie. Mackie, Mackie. Mackie, Mackie,
Summoning
Mackie.
Mackie.
Someday, if I give it all my power, all my sweet power.
Maybe someday he'll come back to us.
Perhaps.
We can
Where
dream.
have you been? Where have you been, Mackie?
Yes, Apple TV has great shows. I don't.
Yeah.
We can't hold our breath for Severance anytime soon, though. They take forever. So,
You can
like,
watch
they
the
took.
studio. The studio was really good. I would say Studio and Pluribus and Severance all really top notch.
Yeah, they took 3 years between season one and season two of Severance, so I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. And yeah, like there was a 6 month writer's strike, but I mean they still shouldn't have taken that much time. So it's gonna be a while, but Apple has all kinds of great shows on a regular basis, so there's plenty to watch in the meantime. But Severance is like my number two favorite show that's current. So I'll be thrilled when that does eventually come back. Good night to Trace, and you're welcome, and thank you, Amy. Glad you enjoyed it. Um, Debbie Debbie said her last piece of art that she posted is about hidden symbolism in media. The collage art style seems to be popular, and I had fun making it, so there will be more to come. Well, that's awesome, Debbie. Love it. Love it. Love to see it. Samuel said Ben Stiller said the wait won't be as long this time. Yeah, I did hear him say that, but they joked around about it too. Hopefully it'll be quicker. Okay, I need to get going and get some food. I actually never ate dinner. Pretty hungry and my pain is getting worse, so better say good night. Hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving and some time off from work, hopefully, and time with your family if you celebrate, and hope it's wonderful. Um, if we don't talk before then, of course, we will be doing another live before Thanksgiving, though. Wednesday night with Doug. We'll be doing our next story time with Doug at 10 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be breaking down the first 54 pages of the sequel to The Poor Player, The Taming. I did it again. The Shaming of the Truth. The Shaming of the Truth. So if you'd like a copy of that book, you can email me at JulieBDeepDives@gmail.com and I'll send you a copy. If you don't have the first book, The Poor Player, I'll send you that. You can still get in on that too. He was kind enough to provide those for free. It doesn't cost anything. So it's a very entertaining series. And if you like Doug's funny personality and his stories, then you'll love this book too. Good night, AA. Good night, Martin. Good night, Amy. Bye, Dieter. See you later. And yes, Debbie, I'm with you. Severance and From are my favorites too, and I do love Pluribus too. Oh, nice. Debbie said, "I'm happily cooking, hosting Thanksgiving. My mom and husband are here doing all the prep work and assisting. Recovery will be hard, but I'm so happy. Feeding people is my love language." Well, that's beautiful, Debbie. I'm so glad. I'm glad you have all that help and support too. That's important.
I already ate a piece of pumpkin pie. I already made a pumpkin pie.
Yeah, nice.
I got some pies.
Good night, Umbra. And you're welcome again, Debbie. Anytime. Happy to support. Um, and so nice to see everybody. Thank you all so much for showing up and hanging out, even though I didn't give much notice about this live. It was way later than usual, and I'm just struggling to get through and function with all the pain that I'm in. Worse than usual pain. So I really appreciate everyone's support and still showing up and having a great conversation with us once again. It means a lot. It's so nice to see everybody. It lifted my spirits. So thank you. Hope you all have a good night or a good morning. And we will see you on the next one.
Happy Turkey Day, everybody. Pet a turkey. Y'all.
Yeah. That's a theory creaking open, baby.
Yo, welcome to the screen where the plot gets bent. Julie B deep dives, not just for content. She don't react, she dissects those threads from the lens. Catching clues y'all missed when the credits end. What you know about freeze framing frames and while you blinking, she building an evidence drum. Got a notebook bigger than the lore itself. And a chat full of nerds with a mental health shelf. Yeah, she sees the glitch, peep the double cross. You just watching TV, she talk to the boss. Every theory and thesis, no throwaway guess. While y'all on season 1, she in season X. Said rewind and slow it, zoom in, enhance. Julie B caught the symbol in the window glance. While you tweeting what just happened like a clown, she already made a flow chart, color-coded breakdown.
They don't die like us, they don't vibe like us. They binge and they bounce, we revive that trust. They skip intros, we every frame. You watch shows, we decode the game. They don't die like us, nah, they don't die like us.
She cracked Severance before y'all knew it was deep. Predicted the Last of Us depths in her sleep. When the camera pans, she ain't blinking once. Catch a ghost in the glass, call it theory punch. Watch parties lit like apocalypse nights. Call-ins while they bringing alien rights.
Hey, Julie, I think the trees are spies. Well, I have a spreadsheet that confirms that, guys.
Zoom in, boom in, she moving through clues. Spinning Discord in the courtrooms, Lord of views. Got mods with receipts. Timestamps with heat. Every rewatch turns into a Reddit elite. You stuck on the surface, we beneath with maps. Cross-referencing lore with the rector's caps. If your fave show got secrets, don't be dumb. Julie got the chalkboard out in Frums where it's from.
They don't dive like us, they don't vibe like us. They skim the edge, we inside that crust. They zone out, we zone in the pain. You say plot twist, we say nope, chain. They don't dive like us, nah, they don't dive like us.
What's that?
That ain't a blooper, that's a plot thread. You thought it was a shadow? She thought it was a coded message from season 3. And she's probably right. Step this way if your mind's unbent. Step that way if your theories pay rent. Say Julie B, deep dive queen. Now zoom, scroll, theorize, pull. Ain't no rabbit hole safe once she got the cloud.
They don't